Hey everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. If you're new here or you have not already, please subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up as you're listening today. Today is May 2nd, so happy May everybody. We're into a new month. I hope everyone has great goals for the month of May. In this video, we're going to take a look back at April and look at all of the plush that we sold on the different platforms we sell on. If you're looking for a more detailed what sold video as far as cost of goods, what items sell for, I do a what sold on eBay video every Monday. And the plush videos, I focus more on talking about what plush are good to source, which ones to avoid, etc. If you're not familiar, a lot of our plush come in wholesale lots from various places. I have a friend I buy from in Iowa. We buy from American Thrift. We buy from Blue Box, several places. So I don't necessarily pick all my plush one by one. And when I buy a wholesale lot, I try to list as much as I can from that lot. And that includes non-plush as well, like the remotes and the throw-up boxes and stuff. So if it's not completely damaged and it's salvageable, you know, if it can sell, even if it's poop, I'll list it. Typically when you buy a wholesale lot, a couple of things from the lot are going to pay for everything overall. And then everything else is icing on the cake. So even if it's poop, I'll list it and sell it to make as much return on our investment as we can. But not all of the plush or all of the jeans or whatever we get from the wholesale lots are necessarily things I would pick up on purpose or get when I'm out sourcing. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today. And I'll differentiate a lot of times between the bolos and the bread and butters for you guys. The majority of plush that you find are going to be bread and butter plush that are going to sell for lower amounts. That's just what you're going to find in abundance, whether you buy Gaylords full of plush or you're out at the bins picking them up one by one. The bolos are few and far between. They're harder to find. So if you're holding out for those, you're going to have less plush. If you're into volume and bread and butter, you got to have the room. Plush are very, very long tail. They are probably the slowest category to sell, and they do take up quite a bit of room. So, you know, plush is kind of like you either have to decide I'm going to dedicate a lot of room to them and just have a ton in my store and sell these in volume, or just pick up the really great ones that you find once in a while. All right, you guys ready to jump in? I've got every single plush that sold in April from eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. So let's start with Peppa Pig. This is the mom, which I wouldn't have known until I looked her up. She sold fast, so this for me would be a pickup, definitely. Didn't sell for very much. She sold for $15.74, but she sold within like 2 days of being listed. And for me, a lot of times that fast, that quick return on investment is just as good as a bigger return that you wait longer for. So I do like the faster flips, even if they're bread and butter. I think this one went so quickly because it is the mom. If you look up Peppa Pig, she's kind of oversaturated. There's a lot of Peppa Pigs. I have quite a few Peppa Pigs listed, but the mom is, you know, less saturated. She's more of an obscure character. Next up, we have a Tony Toy kitty cat. So this Tony Toy is a new to me brand. Got a couple of plush in my last haul from this brand, and that's what the tag looks like. This one actually says Tony Toy. We had an elephant that only had the logo here, and it didn't say Tony Toy. So if you ever see this where it looks like toy, but there's this bear, that's Tony Toy. So this actually sold pretty quickly, sold within a couple of days. So I don't know if it's a good brand or if it's just the fact that it's an orange cat, because we put this one up at the same time and they both sold. They both went up, I think, on a Thursday or Friday, and they sold over the weekend. Now, this is one of the older ties that is worth money. So you know that I say the Beanie Babies aren't worth money, but some of the ties are. So you want to get familiar with them. You can comp them as you find them in the wild, or you can just do some research on the back end of Terapeak and see what they're selling for. But the two orange kitties, the ginger kitties, sold really fast. Gans Webkins, hit or miss. Some of them go for a lot of money. Some of them go for mid money. Some go for low. Some sell fast. With these, I think it's just really the character and if someone's looking for it. Most of them will tell you on the tags what they are, and you want to use those keywords in your title. And you also want to use those numbers you see there, the HS106. Lilo and Stitch. This is just like a tiny 4-inch little clip that sold really fast. A lot of these plush like that I'm showing you here had just gone up in April. And I know I said at the beginning of the video that plush is very long tail, and that typically is true, but we've been lucking out recently with several that just sell really fast. It's very rare that we list that many in 1 month and sell them in the same month. For instance, this Lovey has been around since before we moved to Florida. Now that's like extremely long tail, but this is also an Angel Deer brand Lovey. Loveys, as you know, are definitely bolos, but not all are created equal. There are other brands and animals that are more popular. Cole's Cares Cornelius. He's been around for a little while, since Florida. I always grab the Cole's Cares. I like their plushies. They're kind of long tail, depending on the character. Some of them can go for a lot of money, though. Most of the Cole's Cares animals are characters from children's books. So, of course, just as with anything, the more popular characters, the less saturated characters, you're going to do better with. BJ was up for 1 day. This guy did not take long to sell at all. The first batch of pictures I took of him, his little head flare thing there, this arc thing around his head was flat. So I pulled him out, rephotographed him with his head thing flared out, and we put him up that Friday, and he sold that night. So, you know, my Barneys sit forever and ever and ever. This BJ sold really quickly, probably because there's less BJs listed than there are Barneys. And I just took a picture yesterday of Baby Bop, the purple one. So I'm curious to see how fast she'll sell. A pink flamingo. This has been around since Florida. So, you know, that's a regular plush for you, long tail. But it sold for a good amount. It is Kelly Toy, which is a good brand. But pink flamingos, there's not that many of them online. They're not oversaturated. This monkey and this Minecraft toy actually sold to a friend, but they still got to be featured because they did sell in April and they are plushies. These sold to my friend Danny, who you guys may know as Flippin' Daddy. He's been on the channel before. He purchased the monkey and the Minecraft toy for his little boys. He has 2 cute little boys, and he got them each a plush. Minecraft is good. I should mention, though, whenever you sell these Minecraft toys, do not put Minecraft in the title unless you have a tag on the plush that says Mojang. Do not sell any Minecraft merchandise unless you have the tag that says Mojang. If you have a tag that says Mojang and it is official Minecraft product, you're fine. If your plush is missing the tag or you don't have the official Minecraft tags, they will come after you. So be careful with those. And we have some plush now that were in yesterday's video, the what sold on eBay video just from last week. So to keep from rehashing, we'll just go through these real quick. We have a Build-A-Bear Rabbit, a Mary Meyer Sweet Rascals, and this one actually sold fast too. This is one that just went up a couple weeks ago. The rabbit's been around since before we moved to Florida, so we got a fast one and a long tail there. This is a FisherPrice. It sold pretty quickly. These don't go for a lot of money. They usually go for about $10 to $12, but you can charge shipping on them, which you can see I did because they weigh over a pound. And they sell pretty quickly. Hannah Montana just went up last week, so that was another quick one this past month. And this one's been around for a little while. We had another rainbow bear sell on Poshmark in April. So we had this one, had the silver feet, and you can see it's a little bit different. This one didn't have the silver feet or the silver face, but this rainbow Build-A-Bear sold for $20 on Poshmark, where they also pay shipping, whereas this one went for $13.99 on eBay with free shipping. So I do like to be on different platforms because you can get different price points on different platforms. As well as it's never smart to put all your eggs in one basket. Everyone should be cross-posting and getting your items on as many platforms as possible to increase your overall profits. Disney, Pixar, you guys, this just went up. This just went up like Thursday or Friday of last week. Sold very fast. And here's another one that just went up. In fact, I had to research this one a little bit. I just did a Google image search. It is a Disney Park official Disney baby. So the blanket is supposed to have a baby abominable snowman from the Frozen movie. So I just listed my blanket as a replacement blanket. So you know how kids are always losing stuff, right? They lose. I mean, I would actually say that most of the customer base for those of us that sell plush are parents who are buying replacement plushies because kids lose things. And I get comments all the time and messages from buyers who say, you know, we went on vacation and my kid left their bear in the hotel. I'm so glad you had this one. So if you ever find a part of a plush, like this is supposed to have the Yeti with it and I only have the blanket, you can absolutely list it as just a replacement. And somebody may be looking for just the blanket to go with the plush. This sold for $8 on Poshmark, where they paid the shipping. Here's another Lovey. This one actually just went up as well. So there were a lot of plush that we just listed in April that have already started selling. So I don't know if it's a fluke, if it's just the newer stuff is being seen more in the algorithm, or if I just got better plush in this last wholesale. But typically plush is very long tail. And we'll count at the end of the video because I actually want to see how many we just listed in the last couple of weeks or in April that have already sold within a month. And that's, you know, pretty unheard of for plush. We have a little Easter chick, only sold for $10 on Mercari, but, you know, cost of goods on this was like 50 cents. I love Easter plush. Hallmark Interactive Story Buddy. So this one just went up recently as well. And she does talk. She's supposed to come with a book. Originally, she had a book. I put no book. The buyer actually messaged me on Mercari on this one first and asked, does she still talk? And I wrote back and said, yeah, but she doesn't have her book. Sent them an offer for 16 because I had her up for 18. They took the offer. They said, that's fine, but she doesn't have the book. They just wanted her to talk. And then we have a lollipop monster who just went up as well. He comes with a little book. He's real cute. And then that's it. So I want to count 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 of these plush were listed and sold within the same month. Maybe it's a fluke. Maybe we just got better stuff in the last wholesale lot. But you know what? I'm not going to keep asking questions because I like making sales and I like making money. So I'll take what I can get, right? But if you have any questions or comments about any of the plushies you saw in this video, or plushies in general, or heck, even about reselling, leave it in the comments down below. That section is for you guys, and I do answer everyone. And also join our Facebook group. It's called Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. You can search for it on Facebook or use the link provided in the description box below to join us over there to talk about reselling and connect with other resellers in a very positive atmosphere. I do pride myself on my group being full of very nice people and keeping it positive in there. All right. I should also let you know, if you're interested in cross posting and trying out List Perfectly, you can get 30% off your first month with code FlippinHippos. Until next time, guys, go be productive, go make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.